so excited to do this video because you guys been asking me all about it. If you haven't seen the last video, which was beneficial aids, and even any of the other videos before that, make sure you go watch that first, and I'll see you in a sec. Just a brief disclaimer before I get into this video. These are my pros and cons. Everybody's pros and cons may be different, but these are what I consider pros and cons for me, specific to my situations and my experiences. So definitely keep that in mind. Your experiences may not be. So hey, you guys, welcome back. If you didn't know already, which you already go through this, today's video is going to be about my pros and cons. As you can see, my kitty Pocky decided to join me today. So yeah, she may pop in, pop out, who knows. But right now she's just cuddling with me. However, today's video is going to be about pros and cons. I'm going to list 4 pros and 4 cons, and then we're going to get right into the video. I always like to start off with the negative before the positive, so I decided that I'm going to do the negatives first, aka cons, before I get into the pros. And also, as I mentioned in my last video, if you didn't see it, in my last video I said instead of putting the results right in the beginning, then right after, you'll see it most likely at the end. So stay tuned and let's get right into it. So my first con is going to be water intake. I struggle. The fact that I struggle with drinking water, and a lot of people struggle with drinking water, like a lot of people that I know, videos that I have seen, people are saying that their water intake is the struggle. I used to, and I know it sounds bad, sometimes I can only get 2 to 3 bottles of water down a day. And I don't know what it is. It's not that I drink a lot of juice, because I don't. It's just the case of me feeling like if I don't feel like I'm really thirsty, I don't drink water like that. So that has been kind of a con for me, because of the fact that I'm struggling to get my water intake where it needs to be. So that would be my first con. Also, alongside with this being a con, is the fact that me drinking a lot of water and my body trying to get used to me and taking more water and trying to cleanse me, I'm consistently going to the bathroom. And if you remember me mentioning it in my previous video, I did mention how lipo cavitation liquefies your fat, and it can come out by urine, and it goes through that lymphatic system and everything. So with that being said, that would then send you to the bathroom. And it's not like it's anything negative, it's just that because your body's trying to get used to the amount of water that you have been intaking, you will go to the bathroom a lot. So if you're not used to that, that is definitely one of my cons. Okay, so for my next con is going to be me not being able to drink as much wine. And I would say like the alcohol consumption, but I don't want to say it like that because I'm not a heavy drinker, so don't think that's how I mean it. I do love drinking wine, and I used to drink wine a lot. So the fact that I can't drink wine or any form of alcohol for the first 48 hours after the treatment has been a little struggle, especially if you're feeling stressed or intense. And depending on what day of the week that you get your treatment done, you may want to take in a glass of wine or 2, and I can't do that because I want to keep this snatch waist, So with that being said, that is one of my cons. My next con is going to be the fact that I have to cut back on carbs. Like, that's not bad, but it's a con for me, again, like I said, because this is more based off of my own experience. I love pasta. Now, I shouldn't really be eating a lot of pasta, but I particularly love pasta, your spaghettis, your macaroni and cheese specifically. So anything what that's filled with carbs is always tend to be my issue. So for me, that is a con. And if you're like me and you like a lot of carbs, that's definitely a con. My next con is going to be the fact that I can't have hot showers for 48 hours after my treatment. If you're anything like me, I love myself some steamy hot showers. I don't know what it is. I like to start off with a steamy hot shower, turn the temperature down a little bit when I get too hot, and then turn the temperature back up. So the fact that I can't take really hot showers for the first 48 hours is a bit of a difference. So yeah, that is my 4 cons right then and there. And we're gonna hop right into the positives, which is my pros. Okay, so my first pro, because you know I've been mentioning this a lot. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would know that I do talk about this a lot. Or if you just know me in general, you know that I always mention my first pro as being the immediate results that you see right after your treatment. And again, remember, it's case by case, but the immediate results that you see right after your treatment, followed by the massive results that you see in 72 hours if you do follow those beneficial aids that was listed in my previous video. And make sure you hit that card up there to go click the playlist to see, you know, the videos that I made if you haven't watched them and this is your first time watching my videos. My next pro is going to be the motivation that I get behind these treatments. The fact that it motivated me to make a change in some of my habits that I had, like not sleeping properly, constantly eating fatty and salty foods. I now cut down a lot on salty foods. I didn't eliminate it, but I cut down a lot on salty and carbs. So that really did benefit me a lot, because listen, when you do them alternatives and you really want that body, you'll take the extra mile. And with me getting this lipo cavitation, I have definitely been taking the extra mile because I realized that I want to see just that much more results, like I've been seeing immediately after in them 72 hours after. So my next pro is that it's non-invasive. It's nothing like lipo surgery. You don't have to worry about somebody cutting into you or you feeling any kind of discomfort or pain in general. It's just you go and you get that treatment done and that's it. Like, you don't feel anything, which leads me on to my 4th pro, which is there's no downtime. Did you hear me? There is no downtime. So if you got yourself some kids, if you work a job, if you anything, you don't have to worry about, like, after you get your treatment done, being like, oh, I have to go home and heal for a minute. You may not have a babysitter, or you may decide, hey, you know what, I have an hour lunch break. How about I use 30 minutes of that hour lunch break and go get me a 30-minute treatment for my lipo cavitation, and then you can immediately go back to work, travel back to work, depending on how far you are from the location, and not have to ever worry about anything. Or maybe you just got a little minor break from the children and you're just like, hey, I could go get this treatment done right quick and I could pick the kids up, whatever. It works out. You can literally fit it in your schedule. It's only a 30-minute treatment, in and out. And yeah, so no downtime. Remember that my results may not be your results, and your results may not be the next person's results. But if you've seen my previous video about beneficial aids, if you do take that in mind and you try to abide by that, you would definitely see your results. And boom, here's that picture that from my 4th week results. And I love my results that I've been getting. But yeah, I have definitely seen a major difference in my lifestyle in general behind this. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching. 2 more videos, maybe 2 or 3 more videos in this series of lipo cavitation. And I hope so far that you guys found a lot of educational stuff out of it. And yeah, have a great rest of your weekday, whatever time you are watching this. And thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye-bye.